Ready? Hey guys, welcome again to our first live, and I would like to apologize for the last week was supposed to have this live a couple of days ago, but we had a problem with the equipment. But right now we're finally back. So this live, we are going to go in detail on how you can actually get a remote job as an SEO specialist, search engine optimization. For people who didn't attend our digital marketing summit, which happened on the March 9th. You know what I mean? So we spoke a lot about digital marketing as well, search engine optimization, and how you can actually use in a business, as well how to get a job in search engine optimizations. So I would like to say this class is gonna be totally free. You know what I mean? The reason why we're gonna do this for free is because our mission has always been simple: is to help as many young people as possible, as well help you find a job in the digital world. You know what I mean? We understand that some people may not afford our classes, and that's why we are putting up this class for free, and this class will be going on every single day. You may not even have to buy our courses. You may have to learn. You may learn everything you need on this live every day. So make sure you join this class every day, 7:45 p.m. Eastern time. East African time. So today our course is gonna be on search engine optimizations. I'm gonna talk about what is search engine optimizations, why do business want search engine optimizations, and how you can actually get in yourself, and as well how you can get a job as a search engine optimization specialist. You know what I mean? So there's so many jobs out there. There's so many companies. This is one of the most easiest gig you can get remote, because you don't need to be on site to actually perform search engine optimizations. So for the people who didn't show up at our summit, we did mention that now if you take our class, depending on which package you choose, we can actually guarantee you a job. We already have a partnership with outsourcing company in America, in Atlanta, Georgia, and we're going to be able to actually provide jobs. That's why right now we are taking less numbers for our classes, because we have to match the supply of jobs as well as the demand of the classes. So we are very picky. We are choosing the people who are actually the most qualified, people who can actually go perform jobs and they don't kill reputation of our business. So guys, now I'm going to go over again on the board right here and actually explain you a little bit more about what is search engine optimizations, and how you can actually be able to get a gig or actually get a job or even to start your own business in this field. So if you're looking to register for classes, make sure you click the link in the descriptions. There's a link for the classes. There's also a link for meeting. If you want to schedule a meeting with me one-on-one, make sure you go ahead and click the link, schedule a meeting on my calendar. I will give you a call myself, and actually we can actually talk and see how we can actually help you get into the digital world and get a job yourself. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna be explaining a little bit more about this in person. So bear with me for a second. So if you have questions, make sure you go ahead and ask me my first. But I hope you see the board, because the board is the most important part of everything, right? So you can see the board, right? So right here we talk about we're gonna talk about search engine optimizations. This is specifically for Google search engine optimizations. We're gonna talk about what is search engine optimizations. We're gonna talk about why do business need search engine optimizations. Actually, I'm gonna grab my mic real quick so you can actually be able to hear me right. So we're gonna talk about what is search engine optimizations. We're gonna talk about why do business need search engine optimizations, and how, and also we're gonna talk about how you can make money. So without taking your time, let's get it started. So search engine optimizations is actually the process. This is specific for Google search engine optimization. It's a process of actually ranking a business higher in a Google search, right? So for example, you have Googled maybe something like the restaurants or sushi restaurant near me. So you see some business come above, some business come below. So there's a reason why some business show up higher, some business show up lower. And that's what you call search engine optimizations. So the reason why business do search engine optimizations is usually to increase their revenue, because most traffic, especially in a first world country like in America, comes from Google. Most people Google everything before they actually buy. So businesses can make a lot of money or increase their revenue by just ranking high in search engine optimizations. So how? Now we're gonna talk about that. So let's get started with what. A second, my pen. So when I get started with the what. So search optimization has the three main parts you have to understand when you're ranking any business higher. So number one is content. Also, you can call it copywriting. So for example, some of the Kenyan people I've spoke to, they do content writing. They write for students and stuff like that. So before you actually be able to rank high, you have to create content which can be able to rank high in the search engine. So number two, we're going to talk about keyword research. for your business to rank high or for your content to be able to produce any results, you must have the right keyword research. So I'm gonna say if there's a problem, if I'm speaking faster, so there's some issues, make sure you put in a chart so we can be able actually to make the right way for you. So number first is content. Second is keyword research. If I'm going to rank, for example, let's say a restaurant business which sells sushi in Nairobi, and I want people when they search a sushi restaurant in Nairobi, this restaurant pop up. So I'm gonna have to go do keyword research, find out which keywords or which terms people are typing in Google when they're looking for the sushi locations. And then I'm going to find the keyword which is ranking higher, as well the keyword which is cost less, because every keyword, some keyword costs more money than the other ones. So in that case, you can actually choose the upcoming keyword. If you have more money, you can choose the highest keyword, or you can choose the medium keyword. So we can choose a keyword like, for example, sushi restaurant in Nairobi. That can be the keyword you can be ranking to. You can choose something also like a sushi restaurant near me. This is one of the most popular terms. A lot of people, if I'm in Nairobi, man, let's say I'm in Lavington, and I'm looking for like a sushi restaurant, I may type in sushi restaurant near me, and they're gonna show me the sushi which is in that area I'm in right now. So now we have the content. So when you're writing the content or the blog post, you have to include these keywords in those contents. So when somebody search that, the Google will crawl your website as well. So number 3, we're gonna now talk about backlinks. This is one of the most important thing in actually search engine optimization, because backlinks, they are proof that your website is real or your business is real and your business is not a scam. So let's say, for example, if your business has been shown on Forbes, that's a proof to Google that this business is legit. That's why people pay money to run, for publication like Forbes, publication like New York Times, to write article about them, because that single backlinks alone can produce massive result in terms of businesses actually traffic and also be able to rank higher. So we have content, keyword, we have backlinks, and then you have also on-page SEO, right? Also we have what you call on-page SEO. If you get a client today and they say, hey, I want you to help me rank my website higher in the Google search, the first thing you want to do is you want to look at their website, make sure that website is actually optimized for SEO, which means you have to go back in the HTMLs, you have to go back in the title, you have to go back in how the content on the website. You have to make sure all those content that matching the keyword you guys are trying to rank for. You know what I mean? You can actually get easily $2,000-$3,000 clients a month for just be able to rank them higher in search engine optimization. You can actually even be a specialist on a keyword just to be able to look for keywords which are performing better for businesses and they'll actually be paying you better. So that's what is search engine optimization is basically the process of trying to rank a business higher in a Google search. This is a Google search engine optimization. There is App Store search engine optimization. There's a mobile. There's so many different ways of ranking a business higher. But this is specifically for search engine optimization. So we have content writing. You write content which contain the blog post you're looking for. You have the keyword research. You search the keyword you're looking to rank higher for, and then you have backlinks. You want to actually build authority in the market by having your website or your business being mentioned by a website which has the credibility. You have to understand, guys, that Google is simply trying to show the visitors the most relevant businesses, what they're looking for. So for them to choose which business to show up, it has to be a business which is relevant, has been mentioned multiple times, and also is ranking on the right keyword. So backlinks is a very important point, is a very important part when it comes to actually building the authority in a market. So you can ask yourself, for example, how do you get article in a big publication like Forbes? Actually, back in 2020, I had this startup I was running called Ulanan. It was a mobile application which we used to you can book models in local in Atlanta, Georgia, and we actually got an article from Forbes, we got an article from New York Times, we got an article from Yahoo about our business, and it was one of the biggest boosts we got from zero. We went from 1,000 downloads to over 13,000 downloads in 2020 alone by just being mentioned in those publications. So if your clients ask you, hey, Mr. John, you're running my SEO, I want you to build me a strategy for my business to rank higher in search engine optimizations. And when people searching in Google, my business want to come higher. So what you want to focus on is a few stuff. So I'm gonna sit down a little bit, kind of explain, because this is more theoretical than actually people think. So what you want to focus on? You want to focus on a few stuff, right? Number one, you want to ask your clients, which business you're doing. They tell you. Then number two, ask your clients, how do you want people to find you? Which keyword are you searching? Which product are you searching? Then you have to go in that local area, because usually the search optimization is done for local market, right? Excuse me. It's like a business which is like, in a city like Nairobi or Nairobi town, and you want people in that town to be finding your business all the time. This can also be done for like international business like e-commerce, whereby you can even write massive blog posts, right? So, but the first thing in your consultation meeting, number one, you find the product. Number two, you do research on the keyword they can be ranked for. Number three, you give them the most important backlinks they're going to need to be able to build this robust authority in the market. You know what I mean? So that's this three main questions you want to ask during the consultations, right? So now let's talk about why do business need search optimization. So I'm gonna give you a little bit more information about this thing, right? Also, during the consultation of the business, you should already have looked at their website and actually point out one of the problem they can fix. I'm gonna tell you guys the easiest way to get a business to respond to your proposal is to actually point out something they're doing wrong. You know what I mean? So, for example, back in the day, when we want to approach the business, the thing I would do, which was very, very smart back then, is we take their business, right? For example, we go online, look at their website, and then we write down all the things which are wrong on their website. Then I will send them the email, be like, hey, I just checked your website and I think you're doing this wrong, this wrong, this wrong. If you bring me in your business, I will do this way and this way and this way. And that's how I always secured meetings, and I was able to scale a business for a little, for less than 5 years. We're already making $40,000 a month, me and my partner, back then. So I want to show you guys, this is one of the best skills you can have, and I'm going to show you why it's going to be the best skill. So let's talk about, how, why do business need this? And I'm going to give you a little bit of a story, right? Some businesses need search engine optimizations than other businesses do. For example, let's talk about something like, a dentist, right? You have if you are a doctor and you run like a dentist program, you expect your client to only Google you at some point, right? Because number one, people only have a doctor for a lifetime. So it's really hard to sign a client. You cannot really run marketing campaign ads every day to sign a new people. It's very, very hard, because not all the time people are looking for doctors. But if you can be able to rank higher and actually be able to catch the clients when they're looking for a dentist, it's going to be way more beneficial. So if you are looking to get a career in search engine optimizations, you want to be a professional in that area, you have to understand who is the right customer. Who is the right customer going to be targeting? How much money can you actually charge this customer to actually be able to pay you in terms of buying your service? And so you have to understand the best thing about the marketing I love a lot, and that's why the reason why I chose marketing as my own career is the marketing is an investment. Business are not scared of spending money on marketing, because they know the more money they spend on marketing, the more money they make. So if you are if you're an expert or you're very good at your craft, you can charge businesses almost $5,000-$10,000 a month, even $50,000 a month, depending on the size of the business and how much money you're making for them. So now I'm gonna go over here and show you three main reasons why any business will be looking for a search engine optimization and why they need it desperately. And I'm going to give you four examples of the business you should be targeting if you are in the market. You know what I mean? So at the last, we are going to talk about how you can actually get a job in this field. I'm going to show you some few websites you can use and actually how you can become an expert and make money off this shit. So maybe actually, excuse my language, So anyway, here's now why the businesses need search engine optimizations to actually survive. You have to understand that. So number one is visibility. Number two is sales. Number three is market share. There's this website I'm subscribed for. It's called order.com. They always send me jobs every week, because I've been outside the country. This is what I do for a living, basically. So I've been outside the country and I have to get gigs all the time. So this website I use, they always send me gigs of search engine optimization specialists. You know what I mean? And they always ask me send me jobs I can apply to, whatever they're looking for somebody to do that. And I'm gonna show you why. So number one, visibility. So any business to survive, doesn't matter how big, small it is, you need to be seen. So you need to be seen, and then you need to be seen at the right time. You have to understand the right time. It's very important just to know this. Right time. So I'm gonna give you an example, right? Let's say you're running a marketing campaign, right? You're running a marketing campaign and you have, you're spending $100 a day, right? Running a marketing campaign. Let's say you set a product like mattress, one of the boarding products you can sell, right? So you set a product like mattress. The issue is this, right? People that are not buying mattress every single day. You know what I mean? People that don't buy mattress every single day is a product people buy one time. Basically one time for like 5 years. So even if you're spending so much money on marketing, you have to keep looking for the new people to come buy a mattress because your customer is not repeatable. But let's say now, if you tell your clients, hey, instead of spending $100 a day on marketing on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube, what if we just spend this money in building our visibility in terms of like a search? So when someone is actually looking for a mattress, when they go in the Google and they search like, hey, mattress shop, our store pops up. You know what I mean? So you catch the clients at the right time when they're looking for that product. Instead of you spending $100 every single day on marketing, whereby you have to, maybe 1 out of 1,000 people that actually the one looking for marketing for mattress, right? So visibility and the right time. The right time is very important because that's why people like search engine optimization. People search stuff they are looking for right now. So that's why they do that. So number 2, sales. So and the other thing is that the beauty of search engine optimization is because the SEO is organic sale. If you have built massive content, you have ranked the right keyword, you have created blog post, you have have the right backlinks, you have all those beautiful stuff going on behind. Everything, all the sales you get, you have to pay no money. This is a free market and this is a free money. And that's what people say. You build a business which prints money. So that's what it means. It means you build a business that's bringing customers every single day. Either you're sleeping, either you are at the golf course, either you're doing whatever you want. You don't have to spend any money, but the customer keep coming. And this is the beauty of this thing. And also I want to tell you the one thing is, if you're writing blogs with AI, right? ChatGPT, those people who are doing ChatGPT to write blogs, it's going to get flagged. The AI content does not rank in a Google search. You can use AI to correct the grammar. You can use AI to give you a little bit of correction, but you cannot take the entire content from AI and post on your website. It's not going to rank in a Google search. So you have to understand that. So sales, that's number 1. You're basically putting your business on an autopilot whereby customers just keep coming without you spending money. And this one was one of my best hacks when I was having some of the clients. I have, like, for example, let's say I had this Indian guy who was my client in 2021 all the way to 2022. He was a real estate guy. He was doing college housing, right? So he had this big apartment complex, these big houses in Georgia, and we house like university students. So what we do is we need to have a student rent these houses, and there's a competition. So what we're gonna do is we can either run a marketing campaign, which is gonna suck. The reason why it's gonna suck is because those students don't live in Georgia; they live outside the city. You know what I mean? So even if you run a marketing campaign, you have to run in Georgia, and those students not gonna see. By the time they come to Georgia, they already have a housing. So you wanna be able to actually get them before they come to Georgia, to Atlanta, Georgia. So what we're gonna do is I propose to them, let's focus on optimizing our search engine. So when somebody search college housing in Atlanta, Georgia, we pop up first before the competition. And that's what we did the whole 2021. And to this day, that business is still printing money from the stuff I did in 2021. So you have to understand that it's a long-term investment. It takes a long time to actually start generating money, but once you start working, it's forever. So number 3 is market share. Same thing. So let's say you're in a very competitive market. There's a lot of markets that are very competitive, especially in America. Instead of in a very competitive market, and you're looking to capture more market share. So what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? You can actually, to capture market share, it basically means to get more customers. So, I would say, if you are pitching somebody or a business or a client, or you are getting a job as a search engine optimization and a specialist, you have to actually talk about these 2 things, these 3 things stuff. This is your pitch. This is what you tell your customer to give you contract. You tell them, hey, Mr. John, if you hire me, I'm going to increase your visibility of your business. That's number 1. I'm going to increase sales of your business, maybe by 20% in 90 days. And I'm going to increase your market share, which means I'm going to increase more customer for your business and more money for your business. So market share is a very important thing too. So let's say, for example, you're in a business for selling mattress as well, right? And in the market you are in is selling there's 100,000 people buying mattress every year. You know what I mean? So now you are selling 20,000 mattresses a year, which means you have 20% market share. So now let's see, how can you gain 50, 40, 60% market share. You have to actually build a way to acquire customer faster and cheaper and more efficient than the competition. And that's why it's very important for businesses like that to implement search engine optimization. I'm going to talk about another thing, some businesses that's hire the most in this field. So the business which are hired the most in this field, number one is healthcare. I love healthcare a lot because some of my most expensive clients I ever got are in healthcare. For example, the same service you can do for a restaurant for $1,000 a month. A doctor or a dentist will pay you $3,000 for the same exact service. This guy, they have a ton of money. And I'm talking about the insurance money. Then if you go to the doctor in America, for example, for a little thing, you may end up paying like $10,000 for just like, stitches because the insurance have to pay for that. So healthcare is the number one. And these people, they rely on searches. People, when they're searching for, new doctor, new dentist, new therapist, new physician, new all that kind of stuff. That is where business strive. So number two is HVAC. So HVAC, I don't know, probably most people may not be familiar with this. HVAC is the people who deal with, air conditioning in the houses. Those people that always pay a lot of money for search engine optimization because, again, it's not something people are buying every day. You know what I mean? So you have to see the pattern right here. The stuff which are very good at search engine optimizations are the businesses where they see the product people are now buying every single day. They want somebody, when someone needs that service, they want them to actually find them right away. You know what I mean? That's why they want to rank in Google. When you need it, you find us. But we're not going to run ads every day because 1 out of 10 people, maybe they need our services, right? So healthcare. Number three is real estate. So when I was moving from New York to Atlanta, back in I think it was late to 2020, right? During the COVID, they shut down New York, and there was no businesses. Every business closed. I lost a lot of clients. Then I was like, hey, I need to move to a state whereby they don't have that much restrictions. So I moved to Atlanta. But how I was looking for a house in Atlanta, number one, what I did was I went on my birthday. Which was at 2019 November, right? I went there on my birthday, and then we were on the Google searching for houses. We searched like apartments, searched like houses and stuff like that. And then that's how we were able to actually secure houses. That's why these guys, they pay top dollars to be able to rank higher in search engine optimizations. So number four, real estate, solar panel. Solar businesses. This is also another guys who are always, looking to rank high in the Google search, right? So again, let's recap what we just talked about. We talked about a few stuff, you know what I mean? So again, for people who were not here when we started, I want to say another thing, something very quick is we are running this class for free on YouTube every single day, 7:45 p.m. And we're gonna give you a lot of stuff. We're gonna talk about search engine. We're gonna talk about email marketing. We're gonna talk about influencer marketing. We're gonna talk about Google ads, Facebook ads, all kind of stuff. We are doing this class for free because we understand some of the people who sign up for our class, and some of the people who came to our summit, they cannot really afford these classes, right? So which means, but our mission is still the same, which is helping as many people as possible get a job remote, because we understand Africa, there's a problem with jobs, but there's a lot of smart people, there's a lot of smart, beautiful kids here who are very smart, but there is no opportunity, Doesn't matter if you're smart, you still get no job. So we want to give you as much as we can, interact with us, send us a message, send us a comment, whatever you want, we're going to cover up. And also you can go actually out there, figure out something, right? But also if you want to have a guidance, you want to have somebody hold your hands, show you the way, take the class. After you finish the class, I'll find you a job. We have the link in the in the description. You can sign up for our class, which is coming in June, and we're gonna actually show teach you the entire class as well. You find your job once you're done. So anyway, something you need to understand about this. We're gonna recap what we just talked about. People who just came in late. Number one is, what is search engine optimization? Search engine optimizations is a process of ranking a business higher in a Google search. When someone starts a specific keyword, that business pops up. And you can do that in three different ways. Number one is keyword research. You find out the keyword you want to rank higher for. Number two is content writing. You write a content about that keyword to help Google find your service. And number three is backlinks. You want to now build authority in the market whereby your website is mentioned in other in other businesses, in other website which has much more authority than you. And that's how you're gonna be able to rank a business. And then number 3, we talked about why do business need a search engine optimizations, which is the 3 main reason. Number 1 is the visibility. They want to be seen and they want to be found. Number 2 is sales. They want to make money with the search. When people find them online, they'll buy stuff from them. So they want to make money. And number 3 is market share. They want to gain market share as fast as possible, and that's why they do that. So now we're going to talk about another thing, which is one of my favorite topic is how, right? So we talked about why and talked about what. Now we're going to talk about how. Again, if you have a question, make sure you put in a comment. We're going to be monitoring the comment as we go, and we're going to be able to answer questions. So, and very soon, you're going to actually have a phone too. You can actually call live. You can answer your questions. So, how? You see them? That is actually what exactly you do. This is your job. So, how do you actually rank a business higher? You know what I mean? Technical, SEO alone is a huge topic. You know what I mean? If you talk about it's a huge topic, but I'm going to be able to actually explain to you in less than 10 minutes so you can understand what you actually do, right? So number 1, what is your job title? If you are in charge of SEO for a business, so your job title is what you call SEO specialist. If you go on a website like, Indeed.com is a job website. You type in SEO specialist, and then you filter for remote jobs. You're gonna see a lot of people hiring for this type of job. You know what I mean? So number 2 is, so now so that's your job title. Number 2, now you're gonna build what you call SEO strategy. So because when you get a client, the first thing you wanna do is build a strategy, because the strategy is gonna be what you're gonna follow, basically what you're gonna be doing day to day with the clients. You know what I mean? You don't want to be freestyle. You want to have a right strategy, a right plan, and then execute on it. So we're going to build up a SEO strategy. So number 1, if you're building a SEO strategy, there's one thing you need to verify. Right? You need to ask your client, do you have a website? If the client doesn't have a website, it's very important that you recommend them to get one, or you can get one for them. And I did that all the time. I overset my clients. Every time they don't have a website, we set them a website service, and then we go find someone to build a website, and then we sell back to the clients. And I mean, so I can charge like $5,000 for a website, and then we find somebody in India to build it for $1,000, and we keep $4,000. That's how I was able to scale faster. So the website, if they don't have a website, you recommend. But what you're gonna do on a website, you're gonna do what you call, you're gonna perform what you call, you're gonna do a consult on a website. And that's what you're gonna, see if the website is optimized up to date. There's a lot of software you can use. One of my favorite one is HRF. This one, if you put in a website, any website in that, they will give you exactly what is the problem with the website and how you can fix it. And that's the first thing you're gonna do. Do consult them, and actually diagnose the website, make sure the website is up to date. And once you put in this web, if you go on at href.com, you put any website, they're gonna allow you to do diagnose for the website, and then they're gonna actually give you what you need to do to fix that website. So number 2 is you have to now go back again for the keyword research. And I mean, you're gonna ask you gotta figure out through after doing the diagnose, you're gonna understand which keyword you need to rank high, because they're gonna give you a report for that. So keyword research. So you have to tell your clients exactly like, hey, the website is like this. You need a website, or you don't need it, or if you have it, it's the problems. Number 2, hey, Mr. John, this the keyword we need to rank on. Maybe keyword number 1, number 2, number 3. And then you're gonna tell your clients, this is how much money it costs to rank for this keyword, and this one, and let them choose. But you have to maintain the authority. Because you are the profession, you have to maintain the authority. Means you have to give the clients recommendations, and they're gonna pay for that. So number 3 is, if the business is local, you need to do research locally, find out who has the most trusted domain, who has the most trusted website. Maybe like a news, a local news, a local news, online news. I don't know if you call them newspaper or news blog post, whatever. So you have to find the local news media, whereby you can actually put your business over there, so you can gain that authority. So now we're looking for trusted source. Let's call them a trusted source. Because this can be anybody. It can just be another business, maybe which has been around for like 20 years, and they have massive authority on the search, and then what you want to do is collab with them, not like the way influencers do, like a dancing. No, this is a collab in writings. You write a newsletter with them, stuff like that. So this is what you tell your clients. Tell your clients, Mr. John, your website is, you don't have a website, we're going to build a website for you, or you have a website, this is the problem it has. Number 2, this is the keyword we're going to rank this website for. Number 3, this is the trusted source we're going to use to actually build authority. And number 4, this is so number 4, what is number 4 again? Website, keyword, trusted source. And then number 4 is prices. Then you're going to let him know how much money he has to pay for this service. And also always give them the timeline. How long is it going to take for the website to actually be visible? So depending on which market you are doing, if you are like in a local market, let's say a small town, it may take you a month to rank a website. If you're in a bigger market like New York City, it may take you 3 months or even 90 days to rank a website. 90 days or 6 months or 3 months to rank a website. But if you are like in a small town, it will take you less time. So you always give the clients the timeline so you can be able to actually work without pressure. Some clients, they don't understand this stuff. So when you don't give them time, they start pressuring you as soon as you start. They start questioning like, hey, my website is not visible still. They have to understand this is organic way to rank a website. It takes time. It takes about 90 days to 6 months to actually rank a website in Google search. So that's number 1. That is your strategy. So you choose a website, diagnose it, find a problem, fix it. Number 2, you choose the keyword you're going to rank on. Number 3, you choose the trusted source you're going to use for backlinks. And number 4, you actually tell the client the pricing they're going to be paying for that backlink. This is not the money they're paying you. This is the money they're paying to Google to rank on those keywords. So now let's go to one of my favorite parts, which is the money. You know what I mean? Everybody here know you want to make money, which is true. Actually, I don't understand if you are in 2024, this is the best time to be alive, especially if you went to school and you have skills, you have a college degree, you're very smart. This is the best time to be alive. You know why? Because it doesn't matter where you live, you can get a job anywhere. And I have shown this so many times to a lot of people. Last year alone, I traveled to 14 countries in Africa alone. 14 countries. Maintaining my job, maintaining my income, whatever was going. So how can I do that? Because this is the best time to be alive. You can have a job anywhere, you know what I mean? And if there's no jobs in Kenya, for example, or your country where you live, you can easily get a job anywhere you want, you know what I mean? So it's very important that you pay attention for the trends. And if you finish school and you can't get a job in your country, please open your mind a little bit and look overseas. And if you need extra skills to actually be able to be overseas, there's so many resources, free resources, like this slide, for example. There's a YouTube over there. Google offers some free classes as well. But if you need a guidance, you know what I mean, you want somebody to hold your hands, teach you, and that's where help you find a job, give you the connection, the networks, and that's what we are here for, So the link in the description again, you can sign up for my classes. As well, you can also book a meeting with me if you're not sure about it. You want to ask me your questions. My calendar link is in the description as well. You can book a meeting with me, you know what I mean? But this is the most beautiful time, right? And this program, when you launch it at the first, we wanted to launch this program for free. Completely free for everybody, you know what I mean? But the problem is we have a partnership with an outsourcing company in America which provide jobs for you guys, and they want the best of the talent, you know what I mean? And if you make it free, you end up having everybody joining who are not committed, you know what I mean? People are not good at time management, people are not professional enough, and all kind of stuff can create a problem. So we want the best, but we still give you this for free so you can actually be able to understand. Maybe you can actually go figure out yourself. So this program is basically here for you. So now let's talk about how to make money as a search engine specialist. I'm going to give you some few websites so you can use to actually I'm going to give you some few websites you can use also to get a job yourself, you know what I mean? And I want you to follow me on Instagram. I post video like this every single day. And also actually follow my business, my school website, my school Instagram account, which is EI Academy. EI Academy on Instagram. We post all the website every day. We can apply for job. We give you different kind of jobs you can apply online. We give you companies which are hiring for online, online jobs. You can actually do that yourself. You don't need me. But if you need a guidance, you know what I mean, you need me. If you don't need a guidance, you can still do it yourself, and that's why we are here. We do giving you this so you can actually go do it yourself. So number 1. So the first way you can actually make money with search engine optimizations, if you are good at it, is what you call outsourcing agencies. So in America, there's these companies which do outsourcing. This company, they go to other businesses. They say, hey, you guys need marketers, right? We can provide you cheap marketers from India or Philippines or, what I'm saying, or Mexico for, $1,000 a month. That's an example, right? So usually, like, for example, for me, if I'm working for you in the United States and I'm running your market, I'm going to charge you anywhere from $3,000 up to $10,000 a month. So when they tell the businesses like you can only pay $1,000 a month to get the same talent from India, from Philippines, from other countries, businesses are more willing to pay $1,000 a month than paying $3,000 a month. So if you go online, I'm gonna actually send out a lot of list of outsourcing businesses in the Telegram channel. Make sure you're a part of that too. After this live, I'm gonna share like 10 websites, which actually the outsourcing right now as we speak for customer service, customer support, tech support, accounting, lawyers, marketing, SEO specialists, email marketers, stuff. They're outsourcing every day. You can go there and apply if you have a skill, right? So this is not about the first place. And these people, they're the most stable people because they're gonna give you job continuous for years, for months. This is a contract. This is monthly payments, right? Number two, and also the best thing about this, guys, you don't have to do any work for looking clients. They will look for clients for you. All you gotta do is just stay behind. They're just gonna be sending you jobs every week or every month, but they're gonna give you usually a long-term clients. So number two is, then you can also do freelancing, right? If you're not familiar with the freelance, if you go to any freelancing website like Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal, all those websites, you can actually find. You can Google yourself, see how much money a search engine optimization. SEO specialists get paid. You can get paid easily from $25 an hour up to like $50 an hour. And if you're an independent contractor, you can even charge more. Sometimes also you can talk to the business like, hey, I want to get a percentage of the sales I bring. That's one of the easiest way to get clients because the client has nothing to lose. All you gotta tell them like, hey, I want to work for you. You're gonna pay for marketing costs, but for me, I'm gonna bring my talent, and every sales I bring, I want to get 10% or 5% of it. You know what I mean? So, and also the best thing about search engine optimization is you can track exactly which sales you brought. Then actually you can make an unlimited amount of money depending on how good you are on the skills, right? Freelancing, you can check about like, Fiverr, Upwork, TopTal, and other freelancing websites. So number three is you can go to a website, we can go to companies which are hiring directly. Also, again, after this call, I'm gonna share some companies which currently they're hiring for SEO specialists. You can go in a career, they can actually hire. They're hiring worldwide. Anywhere you are, they can actually hire you for the right prices. So you can go to company direct. And you can actually go there, look at their career and actually apply for the job, have the right resume. So we're gonna be hosting a little bit of like, a mastermind, a workshop to show you how to build a resume or an offer which get the clients to call you or clients to hire you. You know what I mean? Also, that's another skill we have in what you call professional development. If you take our course, the course is 3 months. Then you get what you call professional development. This is what we teach you how to build the right offer, to build your resume, how to dress, how to talk, stuff like that. And then we have a career support in our program. That's why we show you how to get a job. And if you're in the right package with us, we actually get you a job directly. You know what I mean? Because we have a partner we have built partnership with, and that's what we do. But as I say, this is a free class, so you can still get this for you by yourself. You may not even need me. You can go over there, look for outsourcing company. I'm gonna help you, give you some list of outsourcing company you can use. You can go use a freelancing website. Some people that are already familiar with this. You can also go to company's website directly. I'm gonna give you some list of some companies you can actually use. Also go and apply right now. So the last question is, how much can you charge for this? And also after this, I'm gonna give you one of my biggest secret. I don't tell a lot of people. This is one of my biggest secret and how to build actually a strong business. And I'm in the SEO industry, right? So let's say, as I said from the beginning, is you can charge any money, right? To be honest, you can charge any money. You can charge 500, you can charge 1,000, you can charge 2,000, you can charge 5,000, you can charge even 10,000, even $100,000 a month. But it depends on the size of the business as well how much sale you're bringing in. So, for example, if you are doing for a small business, a small business in America is a company which is making, I think, is less than $100 million a year. Is it 100 or even, probably even more? So basically, if a small business in America is not like a small business in Africa, you know what I mean? But I'm talking about like a company between, you know, $500,000, 500K, let's say to like $5 million a year. It's a small business. So a company like this, you can charge them anywhere from $1,000 a month to like $5,000 a month. So this is, let's say, for example, is that if it's a doctor, if it's a doctor and they're in this category of $5 million a year, you can charge them $5,000 a month and they will pay you, happily pay you, but you need to provide result. And then if it's like, let's say like, you know, a local real estate guy who is like an agent who's trying to get some, you know, get some people to buy the houses or rent the houses, they can pay something about like $1,000. This is like real estate. Also, you need to understand how much money does your clients make per every client you send there. If you, for a doctor, they can make easily, for example, like $6,000 per client. If it's like a dentist to do like your bracelet, cost about $6,000. So if you send a client and the client goes that pay $6,000 per that on that service, this doctor can easily pay you $5,000 a month or even $6,000 a month. And if every month you are sending 3, 4, 5 clients, he has no problem paying you $5,000 a month because you're sending $25,000 every single month. You know what I mean? So the real estate guys, they usually don't have that much money unless you're working with a broker. If you're working with a brokerage firm, which has like 100 of agents, and you're ranking them, and this guy they're killing it. You know what I mean? They're selling houses left and right. This guy can pay you between $1,000 to $5,000 a month. But if you approach a real estate guy, we always advise you to stay between $1,000 to $3,000 a month because these guys, they don't like to spend. They're salespeople. They know how to sell stuff. They know everything you say to them. They know you're trying to sell them stuff. You know what I mean? So always stay there. So now number 2 is, so this talk about how much money you can charge, which is between $1,000 to $5,000 a month. And now let's say, what is your competitive advantage? How do you get actually clients? How do you get clients? Very good question, right? A lot of people, they always say, you know, I see like somebody in my DM last time, I think it was yesterday or 2 days ago, and she was like, hey, I did a digital marketing course in Kenya in college, and I have a diploma, but I've been trying to get a job and I can't get it. You know what I mean? And I tried everything possible and I still can't get a job. You know what I mean? There's a few reasons why you're not gonna you may not get a job, right? So number 1 is you are in Africa. It's a very sad, but it's the truth. Most of the websites which I do outsourcing, they always exclude Africa. They always take US, Mexico, India, Pakistan, Nepal, and Philippines. They always remove Africa. They don't like, you know, to hire people from Africa. So one of the reasons why is, you know, historical discriminations, whereby people believe that everybody in Africa is not educated because all this charity they always run ads, say like give us the money, we're gonna help people in Africa. So they think people in Africa they're not educated. And most people, you know, in Europe and America, they haven't traveled to Africa really. They don't know Kenya is actually a very good advanced country. Kenya is actually a country with a full of educated people, actually way more educated than even American talent I've seen, right? So that's number 1. So you have to understand that, and that's why sometimes you need someone to hold your hands and help you find a job themselves. You want somebody to be like, hey, you have a skills, I'm gonna give you connection. And that's why when we were designing our program, we didn't want to teach people digital marketing. You know what I mean? We wanted to teach people digital marketing and then help them find a job after that, because schools in Africa, they have failed a lot of us. A lot of people who go to school in Africa, school has failed them. You go to school, you spend $1 million shillings, 2 million shillings for 4 years degree, and then you come outside the jobs, and the school does not even help you get a job. You know, once you pay the money, it's over. You know, they don't care if you get a job or not. And that's why sometimes you need like, you know, outsourcing company to work with. So I'm gonna talk about how to get a client, right? One of my favorite way is cold email, right? So what is cold email? For people who are not familiar with, you know, cold email and stuff like that, maybe you're not in sales and you don't know how this works. So cold email is when you take an email from somebody you don't know, and then you email them with your offer. Let's say, for example, you don't know me, and then you find my email maybe somewhere, and then you want to sell me. Let's say, for example, you want to sell me a house. So what you're gonna do is you can take that email and send me an email like, hey, Mr. Eve, you know, we have this beautiful house in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's going for less money than market price, is $500,000. And, you know, we think it would be a good fit. Would you like take a look at this house? That's a cold email. I don't know you. You know what I mean? But you send me the offer and I like it and I want to look at it. So there's a different way you can get an email from your target customers. Number one is what you call email scrapping. So this is one of the popular way, not the best way, but still the popular way. It's basically when you hire someone to go online using software and scrap emails. For example, I can hire someone, for example, and say, hey, I'm looking for a doctors in Nairobi. I want all their emails, all their phone numbers, and all their names. And this guy, he would go on a LinkedIn or other websites using a software and a code. Be able to scrap all those information. And the next day, we send me the list of all the doctors in Nairobi, their phone number, their name, their emails. And what I'm gonna do with those numbers is to start sending them emails of my offer, like, hey, my name is John, and I live in Nairobi, and I'm a digital marketer. I would like to run a digital marketing for your doctor's office, and I'm very good at this, and I can do this. I've done research, blah blah blah, all kind of stuff. So that's what you call cold email, and you can get email from email scrapping. Number two is what you call lead magnet, right? This is one of the right way to get email from anybody. Lead magnet. The reason why is because people willingly, they give you their email. You know what I mean? So for example, let's say for example, I want you to sign up for my class, right? And I want you to give me your email, your phone number, and your names. So I can build a document, and I will be like 10 websites which are hiring remote right now. And I'm saying then I will send this document to you, or I will run ads with this document, right? Let's say I run ads on Facebook. 10 websites which are hiring for remote right now. And then when you click on that ad, before you get the document, you have to give me your email, your phone number, and your name so I can actually send you the document on your email. That's what you call a lead magnet. So the other way you can do is you can get email from people is when you go to the events. You know what I mean? If you target doctors, they always have these yearly events where you can actually go where they have like thousands of doctors in one room, and they're all like, it's like a doctor association event, right? But one of the most efficient way to get emails, and one the right way, is lead magnet, is giving something for free, and in exchange you get the emails and the contact. The other way is email scrapping, one of the oldest way, not a good way, because some people don't respond to those stuff. But also, if you are sending 10,000 of emails, your conversion rate may be slow, but you may still close some people. With this one, I did this before when I was studying, and then, it kind of worked and didn't work at the same time. So I would send like 10,000 emails, and I would get like 2 people signing up. But with the lead magnet, you can get 1,000 people, sign up for your lead magnet, and you can close easily 100 people because they already willingly gave you the information. Actually, they found the document very informative. So I talk about the third way. The third way to get people's, to get customers with this. So we're talking about the cold email. Anyway, so the main third way we're gonna get the clients with this. Number one was cold email. We're gonna do what you call run digital ads, right? So we're doing like a Facebook ad. You have to understand the best thing about digital marketing I love the most is the fact that you can be in Kenya and run ads in the United States. You know what I'm saying? You can run ads in America and people will see them. So Facebook ad is not the right way if you're starting. I will not advise you to actually start with the Facebook ad. The reason why is because like Facebook ads cost money, right? And Facebook ads is something you want to do when you are scaling. When you already have clients, you have budget, and you want to actually scale. So go on the Facebook ad. For example, when I'm in Kenya, marketing my school, ER Academy, we don't do no Facebook ads, right? Even though we know we can do it and get a lot of people to sign up, but we don't want to do that. The reason why is it's not the most efficient way, right? And for us, we like to do what you call permission marketing. We want somebody to sign up on our service because they like it. We don't call people. We don't call people we don't know. We don't buy email. We don't buy phone numbers. We call people that they have signed up for our services. You sign up, we book a meeting with me. I call you. You know what I mean? And Facebook ads is not the right way when you're starting. It costs a lot of money. You're not gonna be able to scale. So you need to actually first do this right here. Also, you can add cold calling. I'm gonna add this one. This one also one of my favorite way too. And it's cheaper and it's pretty much free, right? And I'm gonna show you how you can actually call people in America when you are in Kenya. You can call them directly. You know what I mean? Like you're in the United States, right? So cold calling. Cold calling is when sending us cold email. When you pick an email number of somebody you don't know, they don't know you, and then you send them your offers, right? So cold calling is the same thing. Cold calling is you take somebody's his phone number, you give them a call like, hey, Dr. John, this is Eve, and I'm a digital marketing specialist in Atlanta, Georgia, and I would like to offer you this service. That's cold calling. I don't know, you don't know me, but I'm calling you. So you can get people's phone number actually much easier. Right now on your phone, if you go on Google, something easy like dentist in Atlanta. Right now, if you Google on your phone, you're gonna see a list of like 100 of them, and all those people, they're gonna have their phone number on it. They're gonna have their emails. They're gonna have their address. You see, this is easy. I always tell people like they think it's too hard to do so. Some people they're not willing to put in work. You know what I mean? And that's why they're stuck. You know what I mean? So the thing is, phone number. If you want to get the phone number of the dentist, go on to Google right now, search dentist in Atlanta or any city in America. They will give you a list of dentists in that city, their phone number and their email and their addresses. Then you can pick their phone number and call them, right? That's how you get people to sign up for your businesses. That's how you get people to buy your services. But a lot of people don't understand one thing which is very important, which is offer. If you came from my Instagram, you know I talked about the offer that I'm going to give you to the live. Offer is what makes people pay you. Offer is what makes people buy your service. And the offer is what people get when they buy your service. You know what I mean? You have to understand. So I'm going to show you how to structure the offer using the book I've been reading called $100 Million Leads from Alex Hormozi. One of my favorite books right now about, marketing and stuff like that. Can you bring that book? Let me just show them. So, because this is one of the key you need to know. If you don't know how to build the offer, you're not going to get no clients, because everything you're doing, you're selling. Either you like it, you don't like it, you're selling. And that's how you get clients to pay you. You know what I mean? Or you can take the easy way, which is through us, whereby you take our classes and then we help you get the clients. We go call the clients ourselves, we close the clients, and we give you the clients to fulfill. You don't even need a relationship with the clients, you have a relationship with us. You know what I mean? So this is the book right here I'm trying to show you, and you need to read this book if you actually want to succeed. So the book is called $100 Million Leads by Alex Hormozi. This book is all about selling, how to sell stuff. You know what I mean? And I love this book a lot. So I'm going to show you how to construct offer, right? Actually, it's called $100 million offer, by the way. Sorry. There's another one, which is $100 million lead. So anyway, number one, offer, you need to think about three main stuff, which is dream outcome. Number one, what is the clients want to gain when they buy your services? That's number one. Number two, you need to think about another thing which is called time delay. Which means how long will your clients wait to get the result? And number three, you need to think about another thing which is called effort. How much effort does your clients going to have to put in to get the result they need? So you have dream outcome, time delay, and then we have effort. So one thing else is missing. What is that? Yeah, the likelihood of achieving the likelihood, right? So let's say, for example, I'm trying to sell you the medicine for you to lose weight. You know what I mean? I can tell you easily like this, right? Lose 10 pounds or 10 kilograms in 10 days, with in 10 days with less effort, you know what I mean? With a 5-star ranked fitness trainer, right? So for example, 10 pounds is the dream outcome. That's what you want to achieve. 10 days is how long it's going to take you to achieve it. The effort, when I say with less effort or without, if I want to address this, I can easily say without changing your diet, you know what I mean? So, because you don't have now to start buying different food, you don't have to start cooking different food. So without changing your diet, 10 pounds, 10 days, no change of your diet, and likelihood for achieving it is 5-star fitness trainer. This is the offer. You know what I mean? So that, you see? So now let's say for marketing, if you want to sell something for like SEO to the clients, you can tell the dentist like, get 100 clients in 90 days done for you without upfront cost. You see, this is my offer. So if I'm sending email to the clients, this is going to be my title. get 100 clients in 90 days done for you without upfront costs, right? So the clients are gonna see like, okay, this guy is gonna provide me 100 new clients, which is in America 100 new clients for a dentist. They're worth already almost $500,000, right? Plus $500,000 because if you're a dentist, a client for a dentist spend there at least 10 years, 5 to 10 years. That's the lifetime value of a client. And if I go to wash my teeth every year, that's like $600, $1,000 just to wash my teeth every year. And I have to go there every 6 months. So that's twice, that's $2,000. Now do the math for other stuff, right? So 10 clients, 100 clients in 90 days, done for you without upfront cost. So number one, I'll give you 100 clients. That's dream outcome. 10 days, 10 time delay. I'm giving you less time going to take you. Done for you. I'm removing any effort. You're going to have to put it to get this 100 clients. I'm saying I'm going to do all this for you. And then I'm going to put like likelihood for achieving it. I'm going to tell you like, you don't need to put no money up front. I'm going to do this without you putting any money up front. So basically, you're going to pay me based on how many clients I bring. If I bring a client who's paying $1,000, I need 10%, which is $200. $100. If I'm bringing a client for $6,000, I need 10%, which is going to be $600. So if you're bringing clients consistent, 100 clients, if you bring 100 clients to a business in times $6,000 per client, how much money are we talking about? We're talking about $600,000, and that is about $60,000. You can make easily $6,000 a year doing this for a client. So guys, I'm going to have to end this right now. But if you're interested in our classes, make sure you click the link in the descriptions and sign up. This live will be recorded. You can still watch it after that. And thank you so much, guys, for spending time with me. I'm out.